start recording here. Alright, here we go. The hardest part of Slaughterhouse is incoming. Well, we're already getting far. Okay. Shot probably warmed up at N levels part as well, just because I'm not too familiar with the ship transitions I used to be. So, for anyone who's still here and not completely and utterly bored by the Slaughterhouse beginning. I mean, this is why it's the hardest part, by the way. I will be on a call with Septagon7, and this video will be going on for, like, of course, 30 minutes, because that would be a really good representation of what makes up the difficulty of this part of Slaughterhouse, and how it's much harder than something like River or Dr. Keeper, or any of the inconsistent parts at Iris or the Drop. And maybe I'll pause for a few seconds to take a sip of water, but that's about it. Maybe I'll timestamp funny things that happen in the description or the comments. I also suck at that shit for some reason. Maybe I'll just update things that happened in my life recently, I don't know. I'm gonna switch over to Discord on my phone rather than my 30-minute timer. So, Septa, what have you been up to lately? I know you had Domino's Pizza before when I passed out for the night. Let's see. Silent Club Step. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you grinding that today. Did you get 9 again? Not today. Alright. Still 6 times at 9 before passing it for the first time. Grinding Silent Club Step, or just about anything yesterday, was super hard, because of the coffee training that I had to do, and I was in a rush to get out the door, so I forgot to take my meds for the day. So that was really rough, I guess. Rough for the course, and then it was hard to concentrate on the ship for like more than a second, because I concentrate really hard on the ship, because I get to it so often that I can hyper focus on the beginning if I'd like to, and keep track of a bunch of things that can help me pass it. Ooh, we made it. Alright, time to die at the jump. Okay, 1 jump before the jump. For those who missed it, my best is 25. I have not reached the drop yet. Septa, what toppings did you get on your pizza? Oh, pepperoni, that's a classic. pizza. It was Detroit pan-style pizza, and it had pepperoni and tomato sauce as toppings. I clicked way too early. And I died before the buffer jump. You know, after this, I'm gonna check on Pointer Crate's website and see if Britank88 is credited for Slaughterhouse. Because if he isn't, I'm gonna request the demon list that he be included. Because Britank88 did a lot of bug fixing and cleaning up with Slaughterhouse. Like Joey plays for Zodiac. Like TMN's part, people always curse out TMN for making weird gameplay for his part. But, oh, he is? Okay, great. Because for the longest time, Joey Plays was not included for the credit for Zodiac. And just recently now, me and, I mean, I had known that Joey Plays was there, but didn't really care to look and see if he was credited on Pointer Crate or not. What is it? So, I think people actually may already know about Joey Plays if they watch the famous Cincy podcast. And the funniest thing that I heard about Joey Plays is Cincy said, "Wow, I'm surprised he actually finished his part for Zodiac." Because apparently Joey never finished his collab parts. I guess it's quite the coincidence that the only Joey Plays part that ever really got finished, I guess, or one of the few Joey Plays parts that ever got finished, was the most iconic part in one of the top 1 levels. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was ICEDCAVE this time, not SEPTA. He is very approving of my video idea. If you haven't checked out ICEDCAVE, I highly recommend it. Or I guess it's called Nico now. It may even be called Dist ICEDCAVE, I don't know. He changes it semi-often. Yep, there we have it. The first death at that jump in the entire play session, with many more to come. Also, I predicted at the start that I would not reach the drop before the end of this video. It would be cool if I got to the drop at least once. Also, I could probably go longer than 30 minutes, so if I don't get to the drop in the next 30 minutes, I'll probably just play until I get to the drop so I can get a clickbait thumbnail or something. So, also something really cool that I figured out a while ago and then rediscovered is that you know the checkerboard queue? If I put black for the checkerboards and then magenta for the primary color, it actually looks like a missing texture. If you know what I mean. People who are watching the video may have got that reference already, but I've made it look like a missing texture in some video games. I mean, obviously missing textures don't have a magenta glow around them. That's so well refined, but you've probably seen this pattern before somewhere. Slaughterhouse, welcome to the end of the world. Remember me? flip ship, small, ball, small. I can't. I haven't played Visible Ray in so long. I'm not sure whether I want to continue with Visible Ray, because I unironically think Visible Ray is like one of the hardest things I've ever attempted, because it covers everything, and it's super long, and it's really weird and inconsistent. I mean, it's fun to play in runs, but actually it's not that fun. It's medium fun in runs, because sometimes you'll die to the most random thing because my concentration breaks after a while. Not very good at long levels. Either my concentration breaks or it just explodes, I guess. Hold on, let me pause for a second so I can open my phone. Yeah, long levels are... I should probably beat easier long levels first, because if I'm trying a new hardest that's out of my skill range, then I won't be able to develop basics. So maybe I'll go for Yatagarasu first. That way I can get my foundation level skills and build them up. So if I want to attempt a hard long level like Zodiac or Visible Ray. No, I'm not going with Bloodlust, no. Bloodlust is not easier than Visible Ray. I said Yatagarasu. Maybe I'll go for Bloodlust one day, but I doubt that I want to go for Bloodlust immediately. Yeah, I know, it's terrible. The extension hard carries the level pretty much, and it's so boring to play from zero. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'll be going for Bloodlust unless I'm really close to that and would care for a new hardest and I'm already good for hard levels. I actually have a click pattern for the first ship. I think Namtar is still a little bit harder, but no, Necroplays is the hardest part for me. It's always Necroplays and his chokepoints in like every single level except Crimson Planet, because he has the first part. Oh, Nicro is free? Okay. Well, it's inconsistent, but it's also plannable. Yeah, Bloodlust is a very controversial level opinion-wise. Some people think it's the hardest thing ever. Some people think it's the most fun thing ever. Other people think it's easier than Plasma Pulse Finale and closer to Spatial Rend. Some people think it's extremely overrated. Hold on, I'm actually getting far-ish. Technical. Or it's not, he said it was fun, maybe not the most fun thing ever, because obviously Ethereal Artifice exists for him. But I think Technical said Bloodlust was fun. Technical will not see tomorrow. I think Technical said that Bloodlust was fun, and I think a few other people did, but I don't think they did it as their hardest and had long levels as their weak part. I think Technical had always been going for long levels, because he beat Twisted Tranquility on his phone. Twisted Tranquility is whack, and he beat it on his 60 Hz phone. So, if he calls Bloodlust fun because he has the speed. Yeah, I know he did. I think it was like top 3 or top 1 at the time. But he still had the long level skill set. And he still enjoys long levels, so I guess he just improved differently and has different opinions. I think it's because you're jumping to long levels as your hardest, so it only grows It only grows. It grows really slowly. I know you're not jumping, like, but spatial rend from incipient, and then immediately go into a new hardest that's also long. You should try to build up the skills. Like, I don't know what example I can really use, but I mean, wait, when did you beat Spatial Red? 2018? Yeah, because Bloodlust would have been number 1 then. And then you beat Bloodlust in 2020 twice. See, I'm halfway through the hardest part in Slaughterhouse. Let's go. No, Spatial Rend would have been number 2 because of Plasma Burst Finale, so Bloodlust wasn't out yet. Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair enough, but hardest demon. I mean, your runs on impossible levels are obviously much harder than incipient. But people still considered your progress, or people still considered your completion of Spatial Rend a jump from incipient. Just like how I jumped from Hatred to Sonic Wave. Or, if you want to do best achievements in the game, I jumped from a Thanatos to 24 to 100% on Silent Club Step. Yeah, 144 hertz makes the game so much easier than 60 because of how the ship pathing makes more sense, in a sense. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. What was I? Oh. On 60 hertz, I think my hardest thing done was either Ice Carbon Diablo X 40%. No, that wasn't until later, and that was a complete fluke. 60 hertz, 120 or 144 bypass, Ice Carbon Diablo X 40, or Firewall 74% on 60 hertz. At the time when Cataclysm and Ice Carbon Diablo X were high legacy or on the list. And then I beat a few 9 circles levels on 144 hertz, and then tried jumping to Ice Carbon Diablo X. And then I got 95, 96, and I think a few 80% fails, and I dropped it and beat Old Cataclysm. And then I picked up New Cataclysm, flipped to 71 from 33. Got a few more fails towards the end and dropped it when I got 82%. And then beat it a few months later. So I guess I jumped from Classic to Cataclysm, which isn't too big nowadays, but it's only because I beat or no. I think 9 circles on 60 hertz is harder than Classic on 144. Let's see. I actually played on 60 without bypass a couple of days ago. Not on my phone, but I may have a few 60 hertz fun things in the works. weird how they use cowbells as the main instruments in funk. You just get like different cowbells or different drum machine cowbells, and you make a melody with it and add some static and like really bassy distorted drums in the back, and that's it. It's that simple, pretty much. I mean, obviously I don't know how to work a digital audio workspace, so I don't know how to make a digital or use a digital audio workspace, so I can't really mess around with any sound kits I find, but it's generally a pretty fun genre to listen to. I'm not a big fan of, or I'm not too big of a fan of like super dark funk. Like, I mean, the only two super dark funk pieces I've listened to, or artists I have listened to, are Playa Funk and the guys who made Now or Never. But I've only listened to those two songs, and I wasn't really a fan of much of their other music. Or the other song I had in mind by Playa Funk was Funky Tone. But I mostly listen to KSLV. Oh, I guess I've heard Close Eyes as well, but I don't listen to DVRST nearly as much as I do KSLV. I'm not doing the first jump. I'm not doing the first 3 jumps. I think I'm just out of it. This is not playing Slaughterhouse, this is just guessing when to jump. Need to be playing Slaughterhouse until I get it consistent, I guess. I can't really autopilot this. I guarantee you that you are also able to do the hardest part in Slaughterhouse. I mean, hey, Space learns levels by watching videos and doing mental rehearsal. If you've made it this far, I think you can see why this is the hardest part in Slaughterhouse. I'm running out of things to talk about to make this ever so slightly entertaining. No, it's been 25 minutes. And I think I'm gonna go until I get to the drop. I started this at like 8:15, it's almost 8:45 now on the same watch. Maybe I'll play some Legends Arceus. I got that. My birthday was recently, and I got that. And I've gotten one Galaxy Core Star. Or I've gotten one Galaxy Core Star. If you haven't played Diamond Pearl Platinum, then of course, there needs to be a lot of context. Or if you haven't watched anything about Legends Arceus, there needs to be a lot of context. But essentially, what the story is you're a 16-year-old kid from the future, and you fall through a space-time rift and meet Arceus, and he's like, here's your phone, I'm gonna transform into your phone, go catch all the Pokemon, lol. That's it. Well, that's been it so far. I've been, the game is all about doing research, which is cool. And there's a ton of new fun mechanics and exploration from the very little of the game that I've played. I've probably only sank about 1 to 2 hours into the game. And I haven't passed the first area yet, just because it's been a treat to go around and explore. I'm just taking my sweet time with this new Pokemon game, so I don't get bored of it immediately, because Sword and Shield was a disaster. I breezed through that. There's like no post-game content. The graphics were terrible. Like, a tree from that game could literally blend into Ocarina of Time. Not the 3DS one, but the N64 one. For double kick, your Pokemon bounces like once, and then a foot animate, not an animation, like a picture of a foot pops in and out on the other Pokemon as an effect. And then you have Pokemon with big feet like Scorbunny. They do a little hop, and then you just see the foot on the other Pokemon. Scorbunny doesn't even kick the other Pokemon, or even try to kick. There's so many other moves like that, though. And obviously that doesn't apply to everything. Like, Ghastly can learn Ice Punch. I mean, what? Are you gonna see Ghastly Ice Punch? Are you serious? I don't expect it to be that detailed, because obviously Ghastly has no arms to punch with, and I'm still unsure why it can learn Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Thunder Punch. But alright, I passed the jump once, I'm happy. So the best during this 30 minutes is 20. Time is left. A minute 30. So I'm just gonna stop the timer, or I'm just gonna pause the timer, or come on phone, work. So I'm just gonna go until I reach the drop or the last 2 jumps, and then end the video. Maybe I'll spend less time on entertainment and spend time on fulfilling the video title, which is playing the doing the hardest part in Slaughterhouse. Well, I'm not playing the hardest individual level part. I am playing the hardest part of Slaughterhouse in a overall metaphorical sense, which is getting consistent and trying to play this pre-drop for more than 30 minutes in a row, which I've successfully done so far. To an extent. ICEDCAVE OG Slaughterhouse, welcome to the end of the world. Remember me. Get ready. Slaughterhouse, NICOSHI, Fluffy, Pit, Salient, Vision. Get ready to garble, die, River, Iris, Cuber, The End, Slaughterhouse, Iris, Dr. Cuber, Akira. Wait, Akira's name isn't in it anymore. But Akira did help decorate this. And I'm pretty sure I forgot at least one line of text. I know I already said that, but I didn't say everything. I only said what was on the screen at the time. And if I got farther, I would have said more. Oh, I forgot the words run and 666 times 2. Of course. I'm sure I also missed a lot of just hidden text. Oh, I missed end as well. Of course I die there. Because I was not focused. ICEDCAVE finish his part for the joke mega collab that I have. We will find out in the next few days. Or, well, I think the better question is, will he start? I mean, he finished a part for Bunnygram, which is fine because he knows him longer. But I'm pretty sure that I asked him way before to finish his collab part. Like, ICEDCAVE and Graham are really good friends though, so it's fine. I honestly don't really care. It's a joke mega collab anyway. It's 60% done. Wistfully guy made the minus wave. He has like 20 different names, so I'll just say what he's most known for. MaxFS made the part before. River has still yet to finish the drop ship. I need to bug him about that as well. Real Vet finished the second part of the pre-drop, which is after ICEDCAVE's part. I mean, the minus wave is gray, so, and he has gotten better at decoration. I mean, to be fair, gray is his extreme strong suit, and I removed his part in Void Club, so I think it's a little fair that I give him another chance. Not about deco, but the layout is all by me though. He has to deco, and not. I mean, his deco put restructures, but I removed those, which is fine. It wasn't that hard. I mean, yeah, wistfully had to be fixed a few times, but anyway, that aside. Oh, not that either. Okay. Yeah, if you think it could be misinformation, then don't say it. I'd rather not spread misinformation. Even if people have watched this far. I doubt people will watch this far into the thing and watch all 30 plus minutes of me playing the pre-drop in Slaughterhouse. I'm doing this to do the hardest part in Slaughterhouse. The viewers don't have to do it either. I'm sure my jokes and stuff about this have gotten repetitive, but I think that's also kind of the point, since I'm playing the same parts over and over again with the same jumps over and over again, so I guess it kind of makes sense. To slow down fire that's been low pitched for over 30 minutes for like half the time. Well over half the time. Should do that later, just naturally. Should do it later, because there's no way I can hit the other spike. And then I do it way too late. Wait, I'm jumbling my timing things. Okay, there. As you can see, this has become mind-numbingly boring, as I now think early is late and late is early. I haven't gotten to end levels part in so long. This is truly the hardest part. I think I'm just going to pass the jump one more time. I don't even care if I get close to the drop at this point. I don't know how I got 25. Well, to be fair, I also probably practiced later into the pre-drop, because I didn't practice M level at all before going into this video, or the gray part, or ICEDCAVE's gray part. Gray kind of doesn't fit, to be honest. It should have been black, like M level's part. Or primarily black. No way I'm at end levels part. Gonna die at 12. No way, I knew it. Although that probably would have set me up for failure anyway. once again, my birthday was recently. You know what I got for my birthday? 10 boxes of hot tamales. 10 entire boxes of hot tamales. I'll explain a bit of the context after this attempt. Alright, let me pull up my phone. Yeah, so the best part about that was you can't buy hot tamales in the UAE because they just don't sell them here. They don't even import them here for whatever strange reason. I don't know if it's because they have pork and no one who has the ability to import pork gelatin wants to import hot tamales, or they're too expensive to import. But some friends of ours went back to the States and grabbed a ton of hot tamales. They grabbed 12 boxes, and they had to give one up for suitcase weight, so they just ate one of the boxes. Oh man. You know what? I was kind of autopiloting that, and I still got past the jump. I think I'm gonna go to the jump one more time. I just had got to 100%. I think I will need to end this video at 9:30 so I can get ready to go to the doctor. Of course I die at 20. Because it's literally the hardest timing in any extreme demon. Arguably. I'm sure there are harder timings for like Daubry and Thinking Space and Hard Machine. But that timing was pretty dang hard. Especially since you don't see a lot of those timings in any extreme demon. It's one of the more unique timings. Because of course there are 144 Hz wave frame perfects in Double Vortex and Thinking Space. There are spike jumps that are above 60 Hz in frame perfectness, if that's even a word, in things like Sarah Never Clear, Hard Machine. And then you have this level, which has one jump it's like really weird on how you need to execute it because of how hitboxes, I guess, work in this game. I honestly think if your blue hitbox is off of a block, you can't jump off of it. Really weird. I'll have to test that. I don't know if that's necessarily true. But it always feels like when I try to jump off the edge of a block, sometimes my input just doesn't register. I don't know if you know anything about that subject. Oh, so when not even Sep was paying attention because this is so boring. Okay, yeah, it's, so when you're on the edge of a block, like you're on a platform and then you try to jump off the edge of a platform, I always feel like my input misregisters or voids when I'm at the edge of a block and can't click. Like, you know the Tartarus jump after the funny straight fly at like 73? Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's so weird. Because you think that you'd be able to jump right off the corner or something, like you are when you jump onto a boundary. I mean, like, you can jump onto corners, but you can't jump off of corners. I mean, I guess you can. Maybe it's just, maybe I'm just weird and can't exactly time jumping off of the platform. Yeah, I'm just jumping late, but it doesn't look like I'm jumping late for whatever reason. Maybe that's it. Maybe the fall off animation. Yeah, it is exponential up until a certain cap. Yeah, it's exponential until a certain point. So, no, wait, it's not exponential. It's quadratic up until a certain point. Or no, it is quadratic. No, it's not quadratic. Yeah, it's quadratic up until a certain point. Then it becomes linear. Yeah. I'm gonna turn on my clock. It's 9:05. Didn't die at the ship, I was just continuing a click pattern. And then, drink some water. gonna take like 50 gigabytes on my computer and take a data upload. Yeah, I know. This really is the hardest part of Slaughterhouse. It's going to take so much space on my computer. I'm just going to upload it, put it in the trash, and forget it existed. Because this is such a useless video. Only made for a joke. Well, I don't really care to garner an audience. I just want to post what I want to post. And if I want to post my comedy, I guess I'll post my comedy. Yeah. I probably only have this many subs, primarily because of Silent Club stuff. I mean, maybe I'll get it if I consider taking my YouTube channel more seriously. Yeah. Speaking of that menu, Bowser's Fury is probably your new favorite video game because literally everything is a cat. The piranha plants are cats. The cats are cats. The cat bells are cats. Bowser Jr. is a cat. Mario is a cat. Plessy's a cat. Everything is a cat. The trees are cats. The structures are cats. Can I open my phone, please? Yes, the cats are cats. I couldn't say it with more disbelief. The fish are cats. Boom Boom is a cat. Pom Pom is a cat. Goombas are cats. There are no cat Galoombas. I don't think Galoombas are in Bowser's Fury. The Bob-ombs are cats. Everything is a cat. Almost everything. The only thing that's not a cat in this game is Bowser. But he was a cat in the last game, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I know. Bowser's furry. Well, he's not. Everything else is furry, and Bowser's just mad. Based Bowser. Bowser's furry in denial. I can't believe I became a furry in the last game. I have to go to the source and destroy it all. My favorite thing about that game is the atmosphere, the gameplay, and the soundtrack, although it is pretty short. Yeah, I know what that menu was. 13, so I'm just gonna get to end this part and maybe get to end this part one more time and then do a practice run up to the drop so I can get a clickbait thumbnail, I guess. And then stop recording. I guess that's it. Let's see how it goes. Alright, let's do our practice run. Just end the video early. I'm not sure because it's starting to get a little bit noisy outside of where I play. Maybe I'll just mute my mic. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of this video. I'll go make this into a thumbnail and upload. I will see you guys in the next video.